How's my hair look?
Perfect.
Awesome.
Your goggles. Welcome to Car Goggles.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Juan. Thank you for tuning in.
I have a question. I have a question for you.
Yes.
What was your first car?
My first car?
Yes.
So interestingly, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I wanted to design cars.
Here we go.
When I was a young man. So of course my first car was something to me that was very special. So I was a big Ferrari fan. I mean, of that age where Magnum PI was the original Magnum PI with Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
He drove around in a Ferrari. I could, of course, not afford a Ferrari. I still can't afford a Ferrari. But there was a B Ferrari back then. It was called a Fiat X19, a Bertoni design car. Very cool car, two-door, Targa top, rear engine, manual drive, little wedge of a car. That was my first car. I found it. I found a silver one in the Juan ads. The old Juan ads was no pictures. It was just like a description of a car. I want to say I paid $1,000 for it, which my brother was kind enough to loan me back then.
So this is say the car again.
Fiat X19.
That's when car. Remember the Mercury XR4 Ti?
Yes.
What were the manufacturers thinking? It's like, we're going to put together a password as the name of a car.
But it's easy to remember, right?
The
X19.
I guess. The X19.
I probably sounded really good in Italian. Just like the Quattroporte Maserati sounds really good, when it really, all it means is four-door.
Yeah.
Imagine that. What do you drive? A Maserati Quattroporte. Oh, really? What does that mean? A Maserati sedan. Anyway, so yeah, the Fiat X19 was my first car.
Yeah.
Targa top. You take the thing off. You put it underneath the hood in the front.
So I follow up though, because I'm gonna.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to take that Targa top on and off? And could you do it yourself?
Luckily, I'm tall enough. I was able to release it and pull it off.
Yeah.
And put it in the hood, underneath the hood, all by myself because I was a tall, lanky kid.
Okay.
So it worked out perfectly.
So how long did that take to take that on?
Maybe a couple minutes. It was lightweight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I'm picturing like Jeep Wrangler stuff.
No. It was a simple one-piece top.
Okay.
Put it right underneath the hood. Perfectly.
That's pretty good.
It was a well-designed car.
Okay.
The electronics were horrible.
Well, yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Because that's actually the demise of the vehicle was the electronics cooking, sizzling underneath the dashboard one day. My buddy Danny and I we used to go out and gravel roads up north, and he had a little Triumph and I had my.
Oh, you had a Triumph?
Yeah, Triumph.
Oh
Triumph.
man, Triumphs are the best.
Triumph TR7 again.
Oh man,
X19
classic.
TR7. So yeah, him and I used to get on these gravel roads and act like we were rally car drivers. It was actually a great little car to drive because it was rear engine. Of course, rear drive, so you can snap the back.
Rear engine, rear drive. How great is that?
My first car ever.
That's a great first car.
Fantastic car, yeah. So yeah, I bought that, drove it home, never titled it because I had no idea what I was doing. I want to say I was 18, 19 years old or something. I had no idea what I was doing back then. Poor thing. But I drove this thing around. Think about it. In that day and age, I could drive around in an untitled car. I had no idea. I don't think I ever put a plate on it. Maybe the original owner's plate was still on it. And I drove this thing around.
And you were fine.
Never got in trouble. Never got pulled over. Whatever. The thing just went down the road.
Awesome.
But best car ever. My first car ever, which is one of my best cars ever because it was very cool Italian design. It, when the Targa top wasn't underneath the hood, there was actually a decent frunk, which is coming back now, right? Because all these electric cars that are coming on the market don't need a engine underneath the hood because they have a frunk now, which that car had a frunk back then because the engine was in the back, just like a Porsche 911 would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but great little car. Again, electronics were terrible. That's how it ended up dying. One day I was driving around and I could smell something cooking, popped the hood, and sure enough, everything was on fire.
But for $1,000, a rear engine, manual transmission,
Italian sports car.
That's crazy.
What a fantastic car.
How long did you drive that before it blew up?
Probably just about a year. I didn't have it very long.
Here, if I could drive a car right now for a year for $1,000, sign me up.
Where do I sign, right?
I don't care. how bad it is.
Yeah, I got a picture somewhere of I have one picture of this car. I'm gonna dig it up one of these days. I'm gonna put it on
I'd like
our
to see that.
Instagram page.
Yeah.
So please visit one of these days. It's Car Goggles Official is our Instagram page. Check it out. My first Fiat X19 will be there. We'll see if we can dig up a picture of Mark.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Mark's Ford wagon.
If you're lucky, that was a sexy beast.
Oldsmobile.
Ford Taurus wagon. Guess what color it was?
Brown.
Red. Close. Terrible. It's a terrible red too. It wasn't like cherry red. It was like
it was never going to be sports car red.
No. It was maroon. Maroon red.
And while we're talking about that, if you have not seen the previous video, Mark does get into detail about his very first car, which is the
scintillating
Ford Oldsmobile. Something, whatever that
it was the oval vehicle.
Yes.
Literally, Ford's like the blue oval. They're like,
yes.
What if we...
What
some
if we
marketing
just put
meeting...
ovals everywhere?
Some dude in some marketing meeting was like, what if we made a car out of all ovals? What would that look like? And they actually did it.
And somebody said, go with it.
Yeah. So, in response to that, sales kind of took a big dip. So they're like, uh-oh, maybe we should... And then they started putting all edges. They're like, new ovals. That was their response.
Did they ever make a what's the SHO, the show version
of the wagon?
Ford show.
They did make a show version.
Really?
But not of the wagon.
What does SHO stand for?
Super high output.
Super high output. I don't think you can get much more creative than that. That's
a
hell of an acronym.
Well, the only other thing that's more creative is Eco Boost.
Eco Boost.
Eco Boost.
They should just make that Ego Boost.
Hi, I drive an Eco Boost.
So yeah,
so
interesting, right? They've had the Ford GT, this super all singing, all dancing hypercar, and it has an Eco Boost engine. That's why Ego Boost makes sense.
Yeah.
If you, at least in that model, you should go. It's not an Eco Boost; it's an Ego Boost, because really, that's what that car is.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Any super high-end sports car is essentially an Ego Boost.
But here we only have like 40 seconds left. But how successful has Ford been in branding the EcoBoost? That is a massive success. When you think of the engines for Ford, EcoBoost, they actually charge premiums for those.
Really?
They charge a premium for the EcoBoost 6-cylinder engine over the V8 engine in their F-150s. And people pay $1,000 premium.
Don't know why. We're going to leave you with this. Tell us what your first favorite car was, or what your first car was, and why it was cool and why it wasn't. Thanks again for tuning in to Car Goggles. That's Mark. I'm Juan. Take care.
Bye.